We didn't get too much into your backstory last time. I just reading your bio, having to move because of a hurricane and everything. Can you kind of take us through that story?
Yeah. So basically, so all my life, like my dad played football in at Bethune. So basically, he just translated all that information to me and my brother. And so he taught us, growing up how to run routes, took us to the field, wherever it was. Like, he taught me no excuses. So it was wherever it was, parking lot, uncut field, golf course. We used to get ran off the golf course all the time. He used to use my sisters as defense, like all that stuff. So yeah, we got really creative with it. And then obviously, it's time to head off to school over here. The hurricane hit. Dorian, it was crazy. It was a disaster. The island was really devastated. A lot of homes was lost. My cousin family home was lost, all type of stuff. So yeah, then transitioning over here with all that stuff happening at home was hard for me because my family's back home, mom, dad, cousins, uncles, aunties, uncles. It was really hard knowing what they're going through and all that stuff. But yeah, I moved over to Florida, and I was with the host family. The Hearts, they was really good. And then I moved in with another lady who brought me in as her own. Her name was Miss Millie. She had died, so I had to move in with the Thurgesons. They took me in. They was awesome. They family to me, and I love them. That. So
it's quite a journey.
Yeah, it's a crazy journey.
But you had 3 host families?
Yeah. So I was transitioning between home to home.
How'd you even find the first one?
So my dad went to college with him.
Okay.
So he took me in as one of his own, and I really appreciate that.
Your dad went to school. Where did he go to school? What position did he play?
He was a receiver too. He went to school at Bethune-Cookman.
Okay.
In what is it, Daytona, Florida?
Yep.
And his coach was Larry Little back then, I think it was. And he used that knowledge and he just passed that on to me and my brother. Yeah.
So you grew up loving football.
Yeah. It's a football household, Brothers in the NFL, it's a football household for sure.
Going through hardships all your life, is it kind of easy in comparison to deal with the challenges on a football field?
I would say so. My mom and my dad, we big on, faith and, they taught us, got to stay tough and, because life's going to throw some stuff at you. So, you got to learn how to, use everything as a lesson, and just stay strong through it all.
But there was no organized football when you're just you and your dad and brother and stuff like that?
No organized football in the Bahamas, nowhere. So, it was just me and my brother and my dad. And then, like I said, my sisters was my defense. so that's how I learned, what I know.
When you see where you are now, how much pride do you feel about just kind of how far you come?
Thank God, it's a blessing for sure. And definitely took a lot of hard work. But thank God I have my dad and my mom and my brother and my sisters. We all stay connected and everything, and we all go through this journey together in life, and they teach me things, whether it's on and off the field. So, yeah.
How did you end up with a football program, when you move over here, after not having played any organized football? How did that connection work out?
So
did you just go somewhere where they didn't know you were coming, or how did that?
So I went to John Carroll in Fort Pierce, Florida, and so we're from the Bahamas. We obviously, like I said, my dad had a friend who went to Bethune with him, and that's how we got that connection. And then the school was right in the area, so we just, that's how that connection came about. But yeah, that transition, my first ever game was the first time I was in full pads ever. So yeah, I'm lining up, man. I'm false starting. I'm I don't know what's going on. The game, first game, I don't really know the insides of how line up and dap and all that stuff. I'm like, okay, let's do this. But yeah, it was a crazy transition, and I learned and grew as a player. So
Let's do one more question.
I'm going to ask you about the group as a whole now in the spring. What have you noticed from this wide receiver group and how you guys have progressed as spring has gone on?
I would say, the connectivity, as the practices go on, you can see us really getting closer as a group, you know what I mean? Because obviously I'm a new face and everything, so, we getting closer as a group. And, everybody, from Jacoby down, we all teaching each other different things. If they see something, I could do better. I see something he could do better. We all work off each other, So it's been a good journey of growth, within the receiving.
Good stuff. Thank you.
Thank you.